What's going on, RVers? Joel here, and I'm from Veurink Service Center. And I have the pleasure of hanging out with this guy here at Winnebago Factory, where we're going to see, and he's going to show us, the all-new Winnebago Thrive. This is a great travel trailer lineup that I'm super pumped about. Grant, welcome. Thanks for having us here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for making the trip down from the Grand Rapids area, and yeah, we're excited to show you what we've been working hard on.
So we have some floor plans to walk through, and we'll do that right now. So stay tuned. Great news. Now we are going to check out the Winnebago Thrive 22 MBH. MBH, what the heck does that mean?
So the MBH stands for Murphy Bunkhouse. So we have a 26-foot tip to tail on the nose, industry first Olympic Queen Murphy bed with double over double bunks.
Really?
That's what this floor plan is. Yep.
Olympic Queen Murphy bed with double over double bunks. That sounds like a pretty sweet floor plan. Let's go see it.
Absolutely. We're starting on the outside.
But first, okay.
Yeah, so let's start on the outside.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
So up front, obviously, the eye catcher, right? Big piece of glass. We have a massive front viewing window with a strike guard film on there to help protect against road debris, rock chips. Aftermarket, we will have available an actual cover, magnetized cover for this window as well that you can order through your Winnebago Thrive dealer. It is great. We're going to have a power tongue jack with dual 20-pound LP tanks. All of this is riding on a Norco Huck bolted frame, which is a nicer frame than most in the industry. Okay. Our favorite frame manufacturer to use. You'll have your battery tray behind your LP tanks. It should be enough space for 2 batteries as well if you want to run a dual battery setup. Coming down the side of the unit here, big 36-inch wide baggage door opening. And then now that we're in a full-size Thrive, what I mean by that is full-height Thrive that has a ducted furnace, you're going to go from an 18,000 BTU to a 30,000 BTU furnace. We even duct heat into our pass-through storage area.
That's smart.
Yeah, and we do that for a couple reasons, Joel. We do it for, obviously, when you're camping and it's cold, your baggage doors aren't as insulated as your sidewalls, so this space can get cold, and guess where it's usually underneath? Your bed. Yeah. So it will help keep the bedroom and bed base warm, but additionally it's all aluminum framed bed base, and if it's 70 degrees in the coach and it's 20 degrees down here, you're going to have eventually condensation build up on that aluminum, and that condensation can soak up into your bed base, it can soak up into your mattress, so we put this furnace vent down here to eliminate moisture buildup and condensation buildup in the pass-through storage.
Smart.
Yeah. You'll have a light switch up here for your front lights, and as you'll see, when they go off, they disappear.
You are absolutely right. Wow.
Yeah.
It blends right in.
It blends right in, but
light.
a really nice ambient light for your campground. You'll also have in here a 30-amp solar charge controller, and that's hooked up to your 200-watt solar panel that comes standard on the roof of the Thrive.
That's nice. Keep the battery charged.
Yep. Baggage doors are all going to be slam latch, and they truly work like slam latch. So love this company we're getting the baggage doors from. They're really producing high-quality baggage doors. You know, there's no seam here and your extrusion on the top. It's just going to be
the hinge.
It's no seam on your hinge. Just a really well-built baggage door. Now, right below that, what's your favorite thing about these, Joel?
They're individualized, makes leveling the coach off a lot easier.
Yes, so power stabilizer jacks that are independently controlled. So you're going to have two switches up front for your front right and left. Okay. We'll have 2 switches at the back for the rear 2 and left, or for the rear right and left. Nice big awning that's covering both the outside kitchen area all the way up past the main entrance door. So really, really big awning size. And below that, you'll see down, now that we have taller skirt metal in these full-size Thrives, your speakers are mounted down here in the skirt metal. And I think that is a positive thing. I think it's what customers prefer from what I've heard, because this is where you're sitting when you want to listen to music. You're not sitting 10 feet off the ground. You're sitting here level. So your music is not going to annoy the neighbors so much, because you have to have it up so loud to actually hear it down here when they're up there. And it's just right where you want it to be. So
real quick on this skirt fender here, this looks like it's 2 pieces, but this is 1 piece, isn't it?
Yeah, all one piece. It's all one piece, and you'll notice there's no screws. Normally, you're going to see a screw like every 12 inches going down the side of this thing, which puts wrinkles and ripples in it. You don't have that with this. We went with more of a high-end fifth wheel style skirt metal that has basically there's an aluminum extrusion that we screw on behind this, and this slides right onto that. It's a little bit, takes us a little bit longer to build that way, but the look you get out of it is incredible.
It produces a clean like I said, a clean look for this, so I'm all about that.
Yep.
What's up with these two little holes here?
Thank you for asking. So this one here is actually going to be for our under-mounted spare tire. We put the spare tire under the unit, provide a tool so you can lower that spare tire down and grab it if you need to. We don't want to put it off the bumper because we have a 2-inch receiver that we'll talk about when we get back there, and we don't want your spare tire in the way of whatever you want to put off the back of your unit.
That's
and
that
then
hole?
yes, and then this one here is actually going to be so this has a rack and pinion slide, a flush floor slide in it. So that's how you can manually there's a hole to get into your tool to manually retract that slide if your motors would fail.
I always get the question, in case something happens, how do I get the slide in? Right there.
Right there.
Perfect.
Yep. So moving down the side here, the awning, you'll see nice fusion light across the awning. It's a really, I believe this is a 17-foot awning on this unit. So good size awning. We couldn't go, Joe, we couldn't go 1 inch bigger. It is right up to the window.
As you can go. I like that.
Yep. So your triple solid entrance step, and these are actually composite. Love that feature about it.
They look different from what I've seen on my lot, so yeah, walk me through. What's up with this step here?
Yeah, normally you see aluminum treads here, which aluminum is pretty lightweight, but not as lightweight as composite. And there's actually holes for the dirt to fall through, so these won't collect dirt like your normal solid steps will, and they're lighter weight as traditional, or a lot lighter weight than traditional solid steps. You got a 1/4 inch adjustment on your feet, so these can be cinched down nice and tight where you won't have that wobbly step, and it's just so much easier to put in and out. Moving, as we continue moving this way, gravity fill for your tanks. You have a spot for an outside TV if you'd like to put one there. We have a 110 outlet and a cable outlet here, or coax. This is also the spot, in my opinion. You're outside, you're camping. Plug the crock pot in right on your, right under your awning on the campsite. Set it on a table.
What about your refrigerator?
Well, I'll show you that. We thought of that already.
One on board? Okay.
Yeah, we got one on board. But like electric griddles, even things like that, if you don't want to use propane, plug them in right here under your campsite.
Flapjacks and pancakes. I like it.
Yeah, this one has the actual fenders we decided to go with on it as well. We really wanted to modernize an RV fender.
It looks nice.
Yeah,
Almost like a W almost.
Well, yeah, and we didn't want the rounded look to it. We wanted to be more angular, more modern. We're going with an acrylic high gloss fender on it as well.
Yeah, nice shine to that too.
Yeah, yep. So again, more automotive looking. And it matches the lines of the trailer that we've designed into it. But back here, this is our outside kitchen, because this is a bunkhouse, and bunkhouses usually have some sort of outside kitchen. But we, I think, thought of this a little differently than what you sometimes see.
Explain that, because yes, I'm not seeing what I typically see in an outside kitchen.
Yep. So bunkhouse with a big U dinette in it and double over double bunks. How many people are coming with you when you camp in total for the family usually? 4 to 6, right? You got 2 kids at least for the bunk beds, mom and dad, and you got a U dinette that can turn into a massive bed. So what we've done here, a 17-inch griddle isn't going to be enough to cook for that family of 4 to 6. It's just not. It's too small. So what we decided to do here was, instead of waste this space with a griddle that probably isn't going to get it done for who's going to be buying this camper, we gave them a spot to sit an actual 36-inch camp griddle, collapsible camp griddle that they can bring with them from home. You set it in your campsite. You plug into your LP Quick Connect.
So there's already propane here for you to use? Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
And then, or you can keep just a tote with all your outside food items here, your plates, your paper towels, your cups in it. You can use this space how you want to.
So it's customizable for how you want to RV.
Yes. Yep. But we did include the fridge, because that's the one thing that you need that dedicated space for. So we do have the outdoor. It's a 1.6 cubic foot refrigerator that you can keep your drinks cold. It's great. It's great for the kids because they always want to be drinking something. So keep your juice boxes in here, or
ketchups, your mustard, your condiments.
Yeah, your condiments. Keep it all in here for easy access.
But I like that concept. Hey, if you want a griddle, bring your griddle. If you need a big one, you can fit in a big one.
One that you can cook more than 2 eggs on at a time.
Smart.
Rear 2 stabilizer jack switches here, and then we'll kind of move around to the rear of the unit. Standard roof ladder comes on every Thrive.
What's the weight limit on that?
300 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I swear most aren't they around 250, so it's a little heavier duty than others? Okay.
Yeah, and then you're going to have your tankless water heater, 60,000 BTU, tankless water heater, outdoor shower with hot and cold adjustments, your city water connection, your satellite hookup, and then obviously your 2-inch receiver right below your bumper. And that's rated at 350 pounds. So you're able to bring e-bikes with you, storage totes, generator rack, anything like that can be hooked up to that 2-inch receiver.
Very nice. I see your nice large taillights in the back here.
Absolutely, and they
Anything
do have
special about those?
Yeah, they have integrated reverse lights. So if I move my truck to reverse, it's going to have a white light that shines here. It's for safety too. It lets people behind you know what your intentions are. You're about to back up, but also if you have your camera installed on the camera prep here, and you go to your campground at dusk or at nighttime, it's going to shed some light as to what's going on back here.
Nice.
Yep.
Moving to this back side here.
Yeah. So we got our tank drain here. So this is going to have your gray and your black tank drain, black water or your black tank flush, and then you can see this slide. Now we're in the full height slide. It's a rack and pinion slide, so it's a very robust slide system. Your slide floor is going to have a bed liner coating on it, so it's very water resistant. It's a very robust slide floor. And then slide walls that are actually laminated.
Is that new for Winnebago?
That's new for Winnebago, yep. Starting with the Thrive, we've pushed our engineering team and also our campus just to grow it, to have the ability to laminate slide walls, and we're there. So we have laminated slide walls on all laminated products now, and rear walls. All right, let's keep on moving towards the front here. So this is just the other side to your pass-through storage. Being a Murphy bed, you have a little bit of a unique shape in your pass-through storage because part of this is actually storage under the Murphy bed sofa that we'll show you. But you actually have a little bit of indoor-outdoor storage. Your cabinet doors here go to the inside of the unit. So there are things you could put in this space here that you could also reach from inside the unit if you'd like.
Smart.
Yeah.
And you're right, though. A lot of Murphy floor plans will have the bed taking up a lot of your space in your storage. You don't get that in this Thrive.
Well, what do you think? Should we head on the inside and take a peek?
That's what I've been waiting for, so yes, let's go see the inside.
All righty.
Now that we're inside the Thrive 22 MBH, let's start in the front where we can see that Olympic-sized queen Murphy bed feature.
Absolutely. So right behind me you have that custom designed sofa from Apex. Going to be much nicer than your traditional jackknife sofa, but we did something unique with it below it. We have storage drawers, but we actually wrapped them to match the sofa, so this looks not so much like a futon and more like a sofa. Yeah, but these actually have these loops you can pull on. You have these big pull-out drawers. Right there's your bunk ladder, as you can see, but really good additional closed storage space underneath the Murphy bed. Operation is very simple. I'm going to set this here.
I have always loved the way you do Murphy beds in Winnebagos because it is so simple for the customer.
Yeah. So just lay the sofa flat, right like that. You'll pull, this is on struts, so you pull this down, and these framing pieces here you see on the outside, this is actually true stained hardwood. This is not a wrapped style. This is a stained maple hardwood. Then you have your Murphy bed mattress, and the seams have been intelligently designed here where you won't feel them once that lays flat, and you have a massive bed for a Murphy bed and a 26-foot overall length trailer. This is just really, really big. So we love how this was designed. Obviously, your front window there with the reading lights, which are off right now. Those lights, by the way, have two settings. You have a reading light, and then you have a blue light for like a night light if you needed to get up and not disturb your partner.
Let's show them.
So there's your blue light, yep, and then you have a little bit brighter light there. So if you just want to read at night and have all the other lights off, you have that availability to do so. And then you'll notice the storage around here. Again, this is all very standardized for us, how we're doing the storage. I love that our overhead storage in the bedroom, we have doors, and there's not dead space. It's all full overlay, so there isn't an area where there's no door that you have to awkwardly reach your arm in and grab something. Yeah. Yep. You have 110 outlets, USB-C and USB ports on both sides of the bed in that pocket that you can access from the front or the side. So that's a great little cell phone cubby or CPAP machine cubby.
CPAP's a big deal these days. Yes, absolutely.
Yep. So that's kind of the front of the 22 MBH.
Simply just first.
Yeah, so you flip this up like that.
Back, nice
Yep.
and easy.
And then this being on struts goes
that.
real easy.
And now we're back to lounge mode.
Yeah, and that gets you that added, on a rainy day with the kids in here, you got a big U dinette, but we're in a small trailer, so to get that bed out of your way, to get that added floor space and open the trailer up so you don't feel claustrophobic is a really nice feature to have.
You keep saying huge U-shaped dinette. Let's talk about this U-shaped dinette.
Yeah, so coming over into our slide here, right next to you, Joel, actually, we have a bonus storage area.
What's that?
Right here.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, we have a bonus storage area here. So customers can use this how they want to. You have a removable shelf here on the top part of it. And again, 2 pull-out drawers. And these are 34-inch ones in this one because this is a deep slide. So you can use this for clothes or additional pantry storage, however you see fit. But we have that taken care of there. And then the U dinette. So love our U dinette. We've designed this very, very well. And I think one of the biggest complaints, and you're the sales guy, Joel. You sell U dinettes a lot more than me. So I think one of the biggest complaints for a lot of people is when they get into U dinette, this space feels really tight for some folks, right? So there's actually a release on your side of the dinette if you want to reach down there. It's right here in the middle. And just unlock that, pull that tab back towards you. Yep.
Easy.
So we've got 2 things really unique here. A single pedestal leg dinette, U dinette. Normally you have the 2 pedestals that I'd be smacking my knee on right now.
Free and clear of that.
Yep. But it also articulates, which is really uncommon. So I can slide this towards you.
What?
I can slide it towards me. And if I have somebody back here that needs a little more space, we can push it out.
Yeah, so
away from
I would not fit back here.
But now you do.
Wow, that's plenty of space.
Yep. Or if you move back over here and you got a 6-year-old like I do that loves to make a mess when they eat if they're not right up against the table.
Yep.
I can push this closer to them. We also have designed this way because when this slides in, being able to push this table this way gives you a little bit more egress around the peninsula so you can get to the bathroom.
Right, that's smart.
Yeah.
And then if you want to play some cards, then you can put in the chair here and just have a foursome sitting here.
Yep.
Hanging out.
Do you mind if I show you how it goes down to a bed?
Oh, let's do it.
So, like an office chair, there's a release right here on this side where I just have to hold this, and if I push down on it, this will go down. So I don't have to remove this ever from the base. And when I want to bring it back up for a tabletop, I just hold it, and up it comes.
So you've made this U-shaped dinette really functional for sleeping, for eating, young kids, old kids, adults. This can really do it all.
Yeah, and it makes a really, this would be, I believe, a 44 by 84 inch bed. Wow. It's a big bed it'll make for if you need that additional sleeping space. Our general manager, Adam Christofferson, actually took this floor plan out camping with his family, and he has 3 kids. So we had 2 here and 1 here, and the storage space, he found out, we've really done it well. He went camping for Memorial Day weekend, and he said each of his kids actually were able to put all their, this was 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, for a weekend, a camping trip, they had all their clothes fit just in this space, and it was more than enough for them. We have extra space if that's not going to be enough. And then the base of the dinette.
Is this storage, right?
Yeah, but check it out.
Is that a drawer that pulls out?
It's a big drawer, yes. And there's a barrel lock on there, so it won't damage anything. But
oh, wow.
You'll see when we get to the kitchen, not a lot of pots and pans storage in this floor plan for the kitchen. So we wanted to still provide a space to put those items. So we have implemented extra long drawers for the base of the dinette.
It moves so smooth, too.
Yep.
An extra lock here, I like that. That was not banging up against the door here, making scuff marks.
Well, and pots and pans aren't the lightest, so you'll have all that weight going down the road, so you need to be able to keep it contained.
Smart.
Yep.
You mentioned the storage in the kitchen. Let's check out the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because what I'm seeing is a lot of counter space and a nice clean countertop, which we'll get to in a minute.
So you got obviously a fiberglass countertop with a molded integrated sink into that. And let me show you this countertop extension. Being fiberglass, it's so much lighter weight than say a solid surface countertop extension. So we can go super big with this countertop extension. It's the full width of the actual countertop. So you get all this added space here for cooking or prep work.
So that's like nice lined up. small gap here, and it's flush with the counter.
Yeah.
That's massive. That's sweet.
Yep. Obviously, you know, your microwave, your vented range hood, your 3-burner cooktop, oven, TV placement is here, and this is it's a perfect spot for the TV because if I'm sitting in the dinette, it's right there. If I want to watch TV from my Murphy bed or the Murphy bed sofa, I can pull this out and angle it right at my bed.
I've noticed it moves easy too and smooth.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice, I'd say, very flush mounted TV bracket that our other product manager had used at a past place, and he actually helped design that TV mount. But it sits much closer to the wall, and it just moves like butter. It's really, really smooth. So we really like that. 2 things for storage in your kitchen you do have here. You have your pull-out utensil
drawer.
Yep, and this is removable as well, so you can set that on your campsite. And then above that we have, or below that we have the waste and recycling or dual waste bins here.
I think that's going to be pulling out of there with trash.
Yep, lots of space there. There's one cabinet door as well on this side of the kitchen that can get to all this space under the counter as well.
Let's see. Oh wow, yep, there we go. A lot of space in there.
So good amount of storage for a 26-foot bunkhouse trailer. A good amount we've maximized storage everywhere we can, I feel that. And then 10 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator. You'll notice even the air return for the furnace matches. This is a composite piece that we have stained to match the wood in here, so it just looks really clean.
Because normally you'll just see a
black aluminum,
plastic, whatever cover.
Yep. Now this space is, for us, we're calling it the pantry. It does have your motion light in there, which is turned off currently. You have a motion light, your hanger, removable shelf, and then again pull out pantry drawers here. So if you decide, you could use that one as the pantry, and this could be a bonus wardrobe for the kids. Use it how you want. That's kind of why we've designed it that way, but there is lots of storage space.
There really is a lot of storage in here. And let's talk about the bunk beds here.
Yeah, so you saw that bunk ladder.
What I seen is this Veurink's hat.
How did we miss that? How'd that get there? Man, we do have a removable bunk ladder, and that's a telescoping ladder, so you can get it out of your way if you don't need it. I tell you right now, my 6-year-old probably wouldn't even use the ladder. You turn away and he's up there automatically. He's just in there. One thing I really appreciate, each bunk has a USB-C port and a switched light. So these are actually on a light switch. Each bunk has curtains. The bunks have a nicer fabric on them, I think. They just feel a little bit more quality, but also each window in the bunk has a roller shade. Have you seen that before in this price point, Joel? No. Usually,
a lot of times you're missing even windows.
Yeah, it's true. So, or when you do have a window, you get like the sash, the curtains and the sash, and they end up getting ripped off the wall. So we went with the blackout roller shades, even at the bunk area, because it just, again, trying to continue that look from the front of the unit to the back.
Clean. And I did notice, even touching the mattresses, that it seemed like a high density foam in there.
Yes. Yep, a little bit higher quality bunk mats. Good space under there to put like cases of water or the kids' duffel bags. And we do provide a net to help keep that stuff there in transit as well. Now here, for a bunk that's 26 feet, you're a little bit taller than me. I'm gonna let you highlight this bathroom.
Let's check out the huge shower. How big is the shower?
30 by 36.
Okay. And me being 6'2", 250, this is a lot of space in here. Good headroom. Good shower head space there. There's a sliding shower door there. I give this shower 2 thumbs up. So, a couple more things in here. Just the countertop, again, fiberglass, molded sink, and we can do this all one piece and just kind of continue this edge. So you have spaces to sit your toothbrushes, your soaps, things like that. Kept this open for some towel storage and a porcelain toilet as well. Love having porcelain toilets in the bathroom, as well as your Furrion tankless hot water heater control panel right here. So every aspect of this trailer has really been dialed in, from the Murphy bed, the smart large U-shaped dinette, nice bunk area for the kiddos, great kitchen space with this ginormous counter extension, and even the bathroom is very thought out in this Winnebago Thrive. Grant, you guys did it. Good job. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there we go. How cool was that? An exciting look at the new Thrive by Winnebago. Thanks so much, Grant, for showing me through this floor plan. I think my customers absolutely will love the look, the build quality that Winnebago offers. It's just a great thing to see these things in person.
Yeah, no, the pleasure is mine, and you know, we're really excited about this new lineup coming out from Winnebago. We think it has a lot of nice things to talk about. A lot of great features, a great look, like you mentioned, great quality, and that's on the forefront of our minds all the time. We have to design quality in. So just thank you for allowing me the time to spend with you today, Joel.
My pleasure. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe. Check out Winnebago's website as well as their YouTube channel. They got a lot of great content on there as well. Is there anything new in the future, in the horizon for Winnebago? Or is this the latest and greatest right here?
All I can say is keep up to date on our websites. I'm sure I'll be contacting you again, as you know, Thrive is not ending with just 3 floor plans. We have 9 in mind.
Okay.
We have exciting new products, and some of our existing products getting revamped. You know, our Micro Mini, our Access lineup. So just stay tuned on our website. Stay tuned with Veurink's RV's YouTube channel, and I think you'll be happy with
So in the future is bright here at Winnebago. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.